on, pushed over. I've been.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the...
It's game time in Philadelphia as the crowds at Wells Fargo Center look to cheer on the 76ers. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Well, guys, for the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off the loss to Chicago.
Yeah, their last outing was a rough one. Have to be careful of falling in love with that three.
And you know what, Greg, you can't afford to be a one-function offense. You know what I mean? You've got to be versatile. Got to spread it out and mix it up inside, too.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Steven Adams. Chris Middleton is out there with Bagley. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Yep, that one goes.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Now let's send it over to D.A., who was able to talk with Coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, when I asked him about the defensive game plan, he said they have to clog up the middle and deny clean looks at the basket. If they can do that, he thinks they'll have the upper hand. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
And Chris Middleton, 39th overall pick back in 2012, a throw-in in the Brandon Knight, Brandon Jennings trade. Yet, Clark, you know, you look back, and he was the best player by far in that deal.
Kevin, a player's individual journey of development is hard to predict. He's now one of the best two-way wings in the league, and I think he surprised a lot of people, but it's a credit to his work ethic and his skill level.
Here's Curry. Steven Adams making his last shot, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Zeller. Kicks it to Curry. 6 to shoot. Shot from free throw range. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
Adams finds Westbrook. Drops in the tray. Westbrook's got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively. That's exactly how you want to play it defensively, Kevin. I mean, getting a hand up to distract and bother the shooter. Not easy to stop somebody this deep inside.
And that one's good, Barton. You know, for those in the MVP conversation, sometimes what they do late in the season, Clark seems to sway the voters the most.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, that's a great point, and I think you're right on it. Part of it is we all have a tendency to be prisoners of the present. I'm guilty of that as well. When I've seen a team or player perform at a high level, that's what's most in my mind. But you have to force yourself to, again, look at the totality and the consistency of one's performance, particularly when you're talking about these high individual honors.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now, here is Morris. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago. And stolen by Barton. Pass to Middleton. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Middleton's got his first points of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Grant outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Barton against Grant. Now here's Barton. He's coming off a 10-point game again. The pass to Westbrook. Over Curry. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Barton. That's 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution time and time again.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Pistons ahead. They lead by 11. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pistons.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Morris, Cody Zeller out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Seth Curry, and it's Grant in at the two-guard spot.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
With the amount of characters and personalities on this Sixers team, Clark, you can't help but notice the attitude they play with.
Yeah, they play with edge. They play with brashness. Some would say arrogance, but all of the championship teams have some element of that, and that's where they're looking to go. On occasion, if their emotions get out of whack, it could get them in trouble. But I think they'll learn as they grow to tone that down and use it in a positive way.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 11. Curry trying to break free. Grant, that's good. Grant's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the 76ers. Westbrook kicks to Adams. Westbrook against Curry. Westbrook, no good. Grant gets a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. To the inside, and that one's good. Westbrook's got 9.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And here is a group of young guys that know how to play some tough D in the paint. Here are the leading rookie shot blockers in the second half of the season. In the third spot, Marvin Bagley.
I tell you, he's picked a lot of opponents' tendencies as the year has gone on and has put that knowledge to work defensively.
Yeah, I think he's really improved in understanding the rotations now and exactly what he has to do to protect the rim effectively.
And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Only given up 2 points this quarter. Stolen by Middleton. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, you've got to recognize how active Middleton is on defense. I mean, this is a guy that you can't afford to be careless around. Well, you want to talk about the smoothest players in the league? You can't forget about Chris Middleton. I mean, he's not a blow-you-away athlete, but he has really good length and a sweet stroke, and he can get his shot off anytime.
Double team on Westbrook. Back to Barton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And you look at Chris Middleton, Clark. What doesn't he do well?
You know, there's not much. He does a little bit of everything well. He's a smart, versatile defender. He can command the double team with his scoring and punish the double team with his passing as well. He can hurt you a lot of different ways, Kevin. And, you know, these second-round picks that sometimes emerge as outstanding players, Will Barton, a case in point. As a matter of fact, he can give you the handbook for being an outstanding second-round pick because he's really pretty good at just about everything you need to do on the basketball court.
And talking about Barton, you look at the body type, the game that he plays, Clark, well built for the modern era of pro basketball.
Yeah, especially since he's added some strength, Kevin. He can guard 1 through 3. You can't push him around as much as you once could. And, of course, this guy does not lack for confidence.
Here's Middleton, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which which leaves the defense without much to do.
And now the Pistons fast break. Westbrook's got the ball. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Westbrook's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pistons. Here's Curry. He's got 5. Morris outside. Passes to Zeller. And Cody Zeller, he's carved out a fine career for himself, Clark, but not quite what everyone expected.
Yeah, he was the 4th overall pick in the draft, Kevin, and he's got tremendous skill and athleticism, and he's plateaued a bit, but I think with bigger guys, you've got to look at a 5 to 6 year time horizon versus 3 or 4. He's a really good pick and roll player. He can run the floor and usually shoots a pretty high percentage.
Pass to Westbrook. Shoots over Curry. Another miss by Westbrook.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Shoots over Curry. A shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
Guys, he has been a major factor, big time, outstanding at getting quality looks and knocking them down.
Zeller with it. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. And here's Morris for 3.
The length of Middleton, really an asset on defense for him. He's so good at getting his hands up quickly to contest shots.
Here's Westbrook. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. 13 points. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends. And there was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. He's got one of those streaks going lately where it doesn't seem like he can be stopped. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think? And
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Yeah, a real game changer in that regard, too. I mean, his activity was great. Excelled at finding ways to come up with those steals.
On the floor for Detroit, Will Barton is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Bagley. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. Just 5 on the clock. On its way from Curry for 2, off the left rim and out.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Bagley the pass to Adams. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Grant against Barton. For the 3. Drops in the tray. Barton's got 8. In NBA history, only a handful of rookies have averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds. And Clark, you were one of them.
Yeah, it's a point of pride for me. Obviously wasn't able to be part of a playoff team in the short time I played, but did distinguish myself individually for the short time I played, and that's fairly select company when you talk 2010 guys as rookies, and that's a pretty impressive list to be on. Actually, one of my peers, Terry Cummins, is also part of that first-year 2010 group.
You talk about names: Wilt Chamberlain, Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, Bird, Shaq. I mean, what great names.
Yeah, some phenomenal names, no doubt about it. Glad to be on that roll call list.
And the 76ers call time here.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Curry dishes to Grant. Tries a 3. The shot misses. The Pistons go the other way with it. Here's Westbrook. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Clark, if you were a general manager, and I think you'd make an outstanding one, during the pre-draft process in particular, a player has declined to work out for you. Would you still consider drafting?
Yeah, I would consider it. And again, there would be some extenuating circumstances. Why has he declined? What have we seen? Obviously, I'm hopeful that my scouting staff has taken a look at him, and I've seen the kid up close and in person and done my due diligence, so I've got a comfort level with who he is and what he can become. But I don't think the declining of a workout is enough reason to just dismiss a prospect that you like.
To the middle. And there's Zeller, and that's good on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Pistons leading by 16. Barton outside. Up top, Adams. There's 1:17 left in the 3rd quarter. Westbrook scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
And so Curry will bring it up for the 76ers. Lopez outside. Grant outside. And it's off from 3-point range. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the 2nd half. Adams finds Barton. Adams trying to free himself up. Barton, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Curry on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 7 points.
He's becoming more comfortable in tight. Seth Curry is good at picking his spots from this area.
Westbrook against Curry. Takes it down to Middleton. Outside Westbrook. And it's sent back by Lopez. A 3 from Morris. No good there. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Grant. Robin Lopez out there with Cody Zeller. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Curry in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Detroit. Bagley's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Curry kicks to Grant. Lopez passes to Grant. The teardrop falls in.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Middleton outside. And it's sent back by Morris. They get a hand on it. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Curry. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Westbrook against Curry. Westbrook kicks to Bagley. Left side Adams. over Lopez. Adams' shot is off. The 76ers trail by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Morris inside. Defended by Middleton. Morris with the bucket.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Detroit leading by 13. Now Westbrook. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
Coming into this game, he had been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Detroit.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Russell Westbrook.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Morris with the bucket.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game, because this one is done. Over. Fine.
Westbrook against Curry. Here's Adams, plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
No doubt about it, partner, but unfortunately the flip side of that coin, the drive home for the hometown fans, going to be rather flat.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Shot clock at 5. Curry kicks to Grant. He tries for 3. He can't get that one. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin to come into an opponent's building and dominate.
No escaping this.